Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. A very good morning and assalamu alaikum to all of you. I hope you are in good health and you are enjoying physics in your respective schools. And today I am going to discuss another topic from chapter number 1 of grade 9 physics, which is about prefixes. And our today's topic or SLO is convert the prefixes and their symbols to indicate multiple and submultiple for base and derived units. Dear students, by the end of this lesson you will be able to define a prefix, then identify the multiples and submultiples of each prefix, then you will be able to convert one unit into other units by using multiple or submultiples. When we are talking about prefixes or when we are talking about their numerical values, as we know that to indicate the units we use prefixes and that express how many times a certain unit is larger or smaller than a basic or derived unit of measurement. Prefixes are used for easier recording since it is complicated to write two large or two small numbers with a lot of zeros. So basically we are using prefixes to avoid a lot of zeros in any value of a measurement. And when we measure some of the magnitudes such as space distance in the universe or the size of the molecules or atoms and subatomic particles, it is easier to use prefixes. Just if you are talking about this example, that space distance in the universe, which is a very large value, which is a very larger quantity, or the size of the molecule or atoms. So here if we are talking about size of molecules, so size of molecules or atoms, they are very smaller quantities, or we have subatomic particles. So now it is easier to use prefixes for these large space distances in the universe or the size of molecules. Now if you are talking about example of prefixes is you have read in your book that prefix deci means that the given size is 10 times smaller than the unit in which it stands. We have the prefix deca, which means that the given size is 10 times larger than the unit in which it stands. So basically from this slide we got two things, that every prefix has its own numerical value and it is just used for easier recording since we are engaging with two large or two small numbers having a lot of zeros there. Dear students, so in your book table 1-4 and the SI units have been given here and along with the prefixes. So in your book it is from 10 raised to the power to 10 raised to the power 18 means exa, but I have included 10 raised to the power 21 and 10 raised to the power 24 as well. And similarly in the negative side, just look here for smaller values, 10 raised to the power minus 24. So we have iota, zeta, exa, beta, tera, giga, mega, kilo, hecto and deca. Now we are talking about the abbreviation iota, y, and we have z for zeta, e for exa, p for beta, t for tera, g for capital G for giga, capital M for mega, and then we have k for kilo. So just look here, k means 10 raised to the power 3, mega means 10 raised to the power 6. So these are multiples of 10. Now when we are talking about the smaller values here, centi 10 raised to the power minus 2, milli, m 10 raised to the power minus 3, micro, and this sign is known as mu. Okay, so it is a Greek letter and mu is used for 10 raised to the power minus 6 and nano for 10 raised to the power minus 9 and so on up to 10 raised to the power minus 24. So these are different prefixes which have been used in your physics book, or which you are using in mathematics courses. If we are talking about the conversion factors or the unit conversion, it is very important in physics, especially for from grade 8 to grade 11 or 12. It is very important because many of the students they have a lot of confusions in these unit conversions. So I'm just today I am going to give you a very simple trick how to convert the units. Okay, now if you are talking about unit conversion, a unit conversion expresses the same property as a different unit of measurement, and for instance time can be expressed in minutes instead of hours, while distance can be converted from miles to kilometer or feet or any other measure of length. Often measurements are given in one set of unit such as feet, but are needed in different units such as chains. A conversion factor is a numeric expression that enables feet to be changed to chains as an equal exchange. So what is unit conversion? So when we are talking about unit conversion, it expresses the same property as a different unit of measurement. Then a conversion factor is a number used to change one set of units to another by multiplying or dividing, and when a conversion is necessary, the appropriate conversion factor to an equal value must be used. For example, to convert inches to feet, the appropriate conversion value is 12 inches equal 1 foot. To convert minutes to hours, the appropriate conversion value is 60 minutes equal 1 hour. So these are known as conversion factors. Now this is just the introduction of unit conversion and conversion factors. And let's move toward this slide. Conversion between units by conversion factors. Now look here, length we have, weight we have, capacity 1 kilometer 1000 meter, 1 ton 1000 kg, and 1 meter 100 centimeter, 1 centimeter and is equal to 10 millimeter, 1 kg 1000 gram, 1 gram 1000 milligram, 1000 milligram. So do this for yourself, this one for the capacity or for the volume. In this slide I will discuss a simple trick to convert larger units into smaller units, and convert smaller units to larger units. So these are very simple and very interesting. And when we are talking about converting larger units to smaller units, so to convert a larger unit to a smaller unit, for example meter to centimeter, first check the number of smaller units needed to make one larger unit. Then multiply that number by the number of larger units. So I will convert a larger unit to a smaller unit as an example in the next slide. First we will go for converting smaller units to larger units. To convert a smaller unit to a larger unit, for example centimeter to meter, divide it by the number of smaller units which are needed to make one larger unit. So please take a screenshot of this slide, and it is a very simple trick to convert larger unit into smaller units, and smaller units to larger units. Now this is a technique which I have discussed here, I have mentioned here. You can use the following technique to convert from larger unit to a smaller one. Just multiply. To convert from a smaller unit to a larger one, divide. So you have to remember these two techniques. Just look here, this is the example: kilometer, meter, centimeter and millimeter. So kilometer is the largest unit here, then we have meter, then centimeter, then millimeter. Now just look here, from kilometer to meter, this arrow, the red arrow, we have to multiply by 1000. From meter to centimeter, you have to multiply the unit with 100. To convert centimeter into millimeter, multiply this unit with 10. And now for converting smaller unit to a larger one, just look here. Millimeter to centimeter means divide by 10. If you want to convert centimeter into meter, divide by 100. If you want to convert meter into kilometer, divide by 1000. Now if we are talking about the conversion 5 kilometer, let us say we have a unit here 5 kilometer, so it is equal to how many meters? So since we have kilometer larger unit, and then we have meter smaller unit, so to convert from a larger unit to a smaller one, we should multiply, and according to this figure we need to multiply this with 1000. So 5 multiplied by 1000, 5000 meter. Similarly for 120 centimeter to meter, so centimeter is smaller than meter, so to convert from a smaller unit to a larger one, we should divide, and here is I have indicated that need to divide by 100. So 120 divided by 100 is equal to 1.2 meter. So you have to use these two techniques. These are very simple, and this is the easiest trick to convert a larger unit into smaller one, or to convert smaller unit into a larger one. And look for another example here. So for example, we have a value here 1 meter, and we know that it is 100. When we are talking about it, it is equal to 100 centimeter. So to convert from meter to centimeter, multiply by 100, and to convert from centimeter to meter, divide by 100. For example, 3.2 meter is equal to 320 centimeter. How? 3.2 multiplied by 100 is equal to 320, and from centimeter to meter, 400 centimeter is equal to 4 meter. How? We are just dividing this with 100, so 400 divided by 100 is equal to 4. So you can also take a lot of examples from your textbook. Basically KP textbook and Punjab textbook, they have put a lot of examples in the book related to this topic. When we are talking about unit conversions by prefixes, so this is also important. We can also use the prefixes for unit conversion by multiplying the given quantity with the value of the prefix. For example, convert 15 kilometer into meter. So as we know from the above table that kilo is equal to 10 raised to the power 3, as we discussed in the table 1.4, that kilo K is equal to 10 raised to the power 3, and 10 raised to the power 3 means 10 multiplied 10 multiplied 10, which is equal to 1000. So therefore 15 kilometer is equal to 15 multiplied by 1000. In place of this K means kilo, you have to put 1000, and meter is equal to 15,000 meter. Similarly, for converting 20 centimeter into meter, as we know that centi means 10 raised to the power minus 2. So 20 multiplied 10 raised to the power minus 2. Just look here, 20 multiplied by 1 divided by 10 raised to the power 2, and it will be equal to 0.2 meter. So take a screenshot of this slide and practice this by your own.